Hi, my name is still Ope, and I still want to rant. My last rant ended with me talking about Christians who were not living the dream. So I thought today I'll just talk about who a Christian really is, because you see, unless we know what exactly we're looking for, we just might be scrutinizing the wrong example. Now, a person isn't a Christian just because their name is Paul, Matthew, Bartholomew, Nicodemus, or Constantine. Going to church every Sunday, singing the hymns and songs, ending every third sentence with God bless you, doesn't make you a Christian. Neither does even being baptized, canonized, or even ordained. And what on earth is a cultural Christian? The term itself is even problematic. I will tell you a story that I read in a comic book as a kid many years ago about two cheeky little monkeys who found a lion skin. They climbed into the skin, they crawled into the skin, and began to roam around the jungle, terrorizing the other animals, roaring, causing scare and pandemonium all over the place. And they were generally having fun because, they were having a sense of power that they had never felt before. But you see, in their power, they began to dare things that they hadn't been able to dare before as monkeys. And before long, they found themselves in real lion territory. And then they were faced with having to defend themselves against another lion, a real lion. I will leave you to imagine how that story ended for the two cheeky monkeys. Like I always used to tell my kids when facing mathematical problems, a good look at the question will oftentimes point you in the right direction to the answer or the solution. In this case, a good look at the name Christian, from the root Greek Christos, which was the title of Jesus Christ, the progenitor of the Christian faith. So the name Christian originated in the city of Antioch, where the Apostle Paul taught the message of Jesus Christ, his message of forgiveness of sin, resurrection of the dead, and the way to God through his sacrifice on the cross. He taught those principles and those values for a complete year. Now, his teaching was so effective that within the space of 1 year, the lives of the disciples, the adherents of his teachings, was so dramatically changed that the people of Antioch nicknamed them Christianos, meaning Christlike, Christ imitators, people who are imitating Christ, people who want to be like Christ. Maybe in modern day, you'll call them Christ wannabes. So a Christian is that person who not only listens to the teachings of Jesus Christ, but accepts them as the core center of the values for their lifestyle. And these include the teaching that he is the Son of God and is God as well. He is the forgiveness of sin, and that it is only through his sacrifice, believing and putting your faith in his sacrifice on the cross of Calvary as the payment for our sinful nature, that one can get connected back to the Father. So it is not just enough to have a Christian name. It is your belief. It is your belief in the principles of the teachings of Jesus Christ that make you either a Christian or not. The fact that you are not any other faith doesn't automatically make you a Christian. The fact that you are a Briton, because Christianity is or was, I'm not even sure right now anymore, the official religion of Great Britain. The fact that you're a citizen of Great Britain and the United Kingdom does not automatically confer on you the title Christian. You may tick it in a form, but at the end of the day, it is your core values. Just like those monkeys, they had every appearance of being a lion. They probably even sounded like a lion, and the people responded to them as though they were lions. But when push came to shove, when they needed to prove themselves, DNA doesn't lie. Their true nature came out. So Christianity is not a title, it is a nature. So that's why I said the very term cultural Christian is a problem, because if you call yourself a cultural Christian, that means your culture is dictated by Christianity. That means your values are dictated by the values of Christianity. That means your belief system, your actions, your everything is dictated by Christianity, and Christianity takes its roots from the Bible. The Bible is the constitution of Christianity. So if you say you're a cultural Christian, that means you believe in the Bible, and the Bible contains claims that Jesus says he is the Son of God, he's the only way to the Father. It contains all of those claims. So you cannot divorce being a Christian from those claims. Now, I'm not saying you must accept Christianity, but if you're going to accept Christianity, then accept it for what it is. You cannot. I once spoke with someone who said he was a Christian, but he doesn't know about that Jesus thing. Which one is it? So maybe my rant should have been about cultural Christianity and not about Christians who are not living the dream or showing the cream. I don't know. At this point, I'm really just ranting because I don't get it. It's either you're a Christian or you're not. If you want to find out more about Christianity, you can DM me. I'll be glad to talk to you. Now, the last thing I just said has got me thinking about two other rants that I want to do. While I'm thinking which one of them to do, like this video, subscribe to it. I'll see you in the next one. Keep living.